The baseball world is remembering all-star pitcher Al Holland, who passed away on July 4, 2026, in Fort Mill, South Carolina, at the age of 73. Known for his powerful presence on the mound and his ability to handle pressure situations, Holland built a respected career as one of the most effective relief pitchers of his era. During his time in Major League Baseball, he played for teams including the San Francisco Giants and Philadelphia Phillies, earning recognition for his consistency, determination, and competitive spirit. Holland became especially admired during the 1980s, when he emerged as one of the game's most reliable bullpen arms and established himself among the standout relievers of the decade. His achievements included receiving the Rolaids Relief Man of the Year award, an honor that recognized his outstanding performance and impact as a closer. Fans and teammates also remember Holland for his important role in the Philadelphia Phillies' successful 1983 season, when his contributions helped the team secure the National League pennant and earn a place in the World Series. Beyond statistics and awards, Holland's legacy is defined by the energy, dedication, and professionalism he brought to the sport. His journey from a talented pitcher to a respected figure in baseball history continues to inspire players and fans who appreciate the importance of teamwork, perseverance, and commitment. Al Holland will be remembered not only for the games he helped win but also for the lasting impression he left on the baseball community throughout his career. Actress Ann Blyth, a celebrated figure from Hollywood's golden era, passed away on June 24, 2026, from natural causes at the age of 98. Her passing marks the end of a remarkable career that spanned decades and left a lasting impact on classic cinema. Blythe was widely recognized for her unforgettable performance in the 1945 film Mildred Pierce, where she portrayed Veda Pierce, the ambitious and complicated daughter of Joan Crawford's character. Her powerful performance earned her an Academy Award nomination and established her as one of the most talented actresses of her generation. Throughout her career, Blythe appeared in numerous films that showcased her range and dedication as a performer. She was also remembered for her roles in movies such as The Great Caruso and Mr. Peabody and the Mermaid, which further highlighted her ability to bring charm and depth to a variety of characters. As one of the last surviving stars associated with Hollywood's golden age, Blythe represented an era of filmmaking that continues to inspire audiences around the world. Her elegance, talent, and memorable performances helped shape the history of classic American cinema. Fans and film historians are remembering Ann Blythe not only for the roles she played but also for the lasting influence she had on generations of viewers. Her legacy will continue through the films she left behind and the timeless characters that made her a beloved name in entertainment. Actress Antoinette Bauer, known for her memorable work across television and film, passed away on April 30, 2026, at a retirement home in Los Angeles at the age of 93. News of her passing was shared this week, bringing renewed attention to a career that left a lasting impression on fans of classic entertainment. Bauer became especially recognized for her appearance in the original Star Trek series, where she portrayed Sylvia, a mysterious cat-like alien character in one of the show's classic episodes. Her performance remains a notable part of the series' long history and continues to be remembered by generations of viewers. Beyond Star Trek, Bauer built an impressive body of work through appearances in several popular television programs and films. She was also remembered for her role in the iconic anthology series The Twilight Zone, and for her performances in movies such as Prom Night, and The Evil That Men Do. Throughout her career, Bauer demonstrated versatility as an actress, taking on a variety of roles that showcased her talent and dedication to her craft. Her contributions to television and cinema helped make her a familiar and respected presence in the entertainment world. As fans and colleagues reflect on her journey, Antoinette Bauer's work continues to serve as a reminder of the creativity and passion she brought to every performance. Her legacy will remain through the characters she portrayed and the audiences she inspired over the years. Songwriter and producer Brian Potter, a respected figure in the music industry, passed away on June 30, 2026, at a senior residency home in Granada Hills, California, at the age of 87. Known for his creative partnership with songwriter and producer Dennis Lambert, Potter played an important role in creating some memorable songs that became part of popular music history. Throughout his career, He helped write and produce music for several well-known artists and groups, including the Four Tops. Among their successful collaborations were the top 10 hits Keeper of the Castle and Ain't No Woman Like the One I've Got, songs that continue to be recognized by fans of classic soul and pop music. Potter's talent extended beyond those achievements, as he contributed to many other notable songs that showcased his skill as a songwriter. He was also remembered for co-writing tracks such as What You Gonna Do About It for Small Faces, It Only Takes a Minute for Tavares, and Rock and Roll Heaven for the Righteous Brothers. These songs reflected his ability to create memorable melodies and meaningful lyrics that connected with audiences across different generations. While his later years were affected by vascular dementia and Alzheimer's disease, Potter's musical contributions remain an important part of his legacy. His work helped shape the sound of an era and continues to be celebrated by musicians, fans, and music historians. Brian Potter will be remembered as a gifted songwriter and producer whose creativity brought joy to countless listeners around the world. Christina Sanz, the beloved reality television personality known for her appearance on all 4 seasons of Born This Way, passed away on July 6, 2026, at the age of 36 after experiencing sudden cardiac arrest. Through her time on the series, Christina opened a window into her everyday experiences, sharing her journey as she followed her dreams, built relationships, faced challenges, and celebrated personal achievements. Her presence on the show helped audiences better understand the lives, goals, and emotions of adults with Down syndrome, while also highlighting the importance of independence, family support, and following one's passions. Christina was remembered by fans and loved ones for her warm personality, determination, and the strong bond she shared with her family. Viewers also followed her personal journey, including her relationship with longtime partner Angel Callahan, their marriage, and the changes they later experienced together. Beyond reality television, Christina's story touched many people because of the honesty and positivity she brought to the screen. She showed that life's milestones, struggles, and joys are shared by everyone, regardless of the challenges they may face. Friends, family, and fans continue to remember her as someone who brought kindness, confidence, and authenticity into the lives of those around her. Her time on Born This Way created a lasting connection with audiences, and her legacy will remain through the moments she shared and the inspiration she provided to many who watched her journey. Daryl Sheets, best known for his memorable role on the reality series Storage Wars, has passed away at the age of 67. His death marked the end of a journey that brought him recognition among millions of viewers and established him as one of the most familiar faces in the world of storage auctions. Authorities reported that he was found at a residence in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, on April 22, and details surrounding his passing remained under review. Beyond the television screen, Daryl was a man who spent decades building his career through determination, instinct, and a willingness to take chances. For more than 30 years, he worked in storage auctions, a field where every purchase carried uncertainty and every locker held the possibility of an unexpected discovery. His fearless approach earned him the nickname, the Gambler, reflecting his confidence and ability to make bold decisions when others might hesitate. When Storage Wars premiered in 2010, Daryl quickly became one of the show's most recognizable personalities. Viewers connected with his strong character, competitive spirit, and excitement for uncovering hidden items with unique stories behind them. However, his life was not only defined by business and television. Daryl placed great importance on family and cherished the opportunity to share his passion with his son, Brandon Sheets, who often appeared alongside him during auctions. Their partnership became one of the memorable parts of his time on the show. Daryl Sheets will be remembered for bringing energy, honesty, and personality to a world many people had never seen before. His journey showed the value of taking risks, following your passion, and creating meaningful memories with the people who matter most. His legacy continues through the fans he entertained, the family he loved, and the impact he made throughout his life. Former Idaho Governor Dirk Kempthorne has passed away at the age of 74, bringing an end to a long and influential career dedicated to public service. His journey in government stretched from leading Idaho as governor to representing the state in the U.S. Senate and later serving as U.S. Secretary of the Interior. Throughout his career, Kempthorne was recognized as a steady and approachable leader who focused on connecting with communities and working on issues that affected people's everyday lives. His commitment to Idaho and the nation earned him respect from many across political and regional boundaries. Following his death, Idaho Governor Brad Little honored his memory by ordering flags across the state to be flown at half-staff, recognizing Kempthorne's significant contributions to public life. His passing came on the same day as the commissioning ceremony for the USS Idaho, a major moment that celebrated the state's connection to the U.S. Navy. Kempthorne had supported efforts connected to the submarine's creation, making the occasion both meaningful and emotional for those who knew his role in bringing the project forward. What was planned as a celebration of Idaho's naval legacy became a moment of reflection as news of his death spread. Friends, colleagues, and leaders remembered Kempthorne as a dedicated public servant who valued teamwork, service, and the people he represented. His family also shared memories of a man who made others feel respected and appreciated. As Idaho honors his life and achievements, Kempthorne's legacy continues through the policies he helped shape, the communities he served, and the lasting symbols connected to his name. The USS Idaho now stands as both a symbol of national strength and a reminder of a leader who devoted much of his life to serving others. Don Schlitz was a remarkable songwriter whose words became part of the soundtrack of countless lives. Although he was not always the person standing in the spotlight, his creativity and storytelling shaped modern country music in a powerful way. He passed away at the age of 73 after a sudden illness, leaving behind a legacy built on honesty, emotion, and unforgettable lyrics. Born on August 29, 1952, in Durham, Schlitz developed a deep appreciation for stories and human experiences from an early age. Rather than chasing fame as a performer, he found his passion in writing songs that could express feelings people often struggled to put into words. In his early 20s, he moved to Nashville, the center of country music, where he worked through challenges and uncertainty while continuing to develop his craft. His breakthrough came with The Gambler, a song made famous by Kenny Rogers that became a worldwide success and turned into one of the most memorable storytelling songs in music history. The song's message and simple wisdom connected with millions of listeners and established Schlitz as one of the industry's finest writers. Over the years, he created numerous hits for some of country music's biggest artists, including songs like Forever and Ever Amen and When You Say Nothing at All. His talent earned him major recognition, including honors from the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Despite his achievements, Schlitz remained known for his humility and his love of sharing stories through music. His passing represents the loss of a true musical storyteller, but his songs continue to inspire, comfort, and remind people of the lasting power of a well-written lyric. Freddie Cannon, the energetic voice of early rock and roll, passed away on July 17, 2026, at a hospice facility in Oxnard, California, following a battle with cancer. He was 89 years old. Known for his powerful voice, lively performances, and unforgettable stage presence, Cannon became one of the standout artists of the late 1950s and early 1960s, helping shape the sound and spirit of rock and roll during its early years. He gained widespread popularity with classic hits such as Compton Tallahassee Lassie, Way Down Yonder in New Orleans, and Compton Palisades Park, songs that captured the excitement, energy, and youthful optimism of the era. Beyond his recordings, Cannon was especially loved for his live performances, where his enthusiasm and connection with audiences turned concerts into celebrations filled with dancing and joy. Fans remembered him as an entertainer who brought a sense of fun wherever he performed, creating memories that lasted for generations. Throughout his long career, Cannon remained connected to the music and fans who supported him from the beginning. His contributions helped pave the way for future rock and roll artists, and his songs continue to represent an important chapter in music history. As tributes are shared by fans and fellow musicians, Freddie Cannon is being remembered not only for his chart success but also for the happiness he brought to audiences around the world. His legacy lives on through the timeless songs, energetic performances, and the lasting influence he left on the evolution of rock and roll. Actor Hal Williams, a beloved performer known for his warmth, humor, and memorable characters, passed away on July 15, 2026, at his home in Rancho Mirage, California, at the age of 91. He died of natural causes, leaving behind a remarkable career that spanned decades in television, film, and entertainment. Williams became widely recognized for his role as Lester Jenkins on the hit television series 227, where he played the devoted husband of Marla Gibbs's character. His performance brought charm and authenticity to the show, making him a familiar and respected presence among audiences. Before and after 227, Williams built an impressive body of work that showcased his versatility as an actor. He was also remembered for his role as Officer Smitty on the classic sitcom Sanford and Son, where his comedic timing and engaging screen presence made him a standout performer. Over the years, he appeared in numerous productions, including the film Private Benjamin, The Sinbad Show, and many other television and movie projects. Throughout his long career, Williams earned the admiration of fans and colleagues for his professionalism, talent, and ability to bring heart to every role he played. His performances reflected a genuine passion for storytelling and a dedication to his craft that inspired generations of viewers. Beyond his memorable characters, he will be remembered as an actor who brought laughter, kindness, and authenticity to the screen. Hal Williams' contributions to entertainment created a lasting impact, and his work will continue to be appreciated by audiences for years to come. Football legend Kevin Keegan, widely known as King Kev, is being remembered for his remarkable journey as both a player and a manager. Keegan passed away on July 20, 2026, at the age of 75 after a battle with stomach cancer. Over several decades, he became one of the most respected and admired figures in English football, leaving behind a legacy built on determination, skill, and leadership. During his playing career from the 1960s through the 1980s, Keegan became a household name, especially during his successful years with Liverpool. His performances helped the club achieve major milestones, including their first European Cup triumph in 1977, and his passion on the pitch earned him the admiration of fans across the world. Known for his energy, attacking style, and commitment to the game, Keegan quickly became one of football's most recognizable personalities. After retiring as a player, he continued to make his mark from the sidelines as a manager. His time with Newcastle United remains one of the most celebrated chapters of his coaching career, as he helped guide the club back into the Premier League and inspired a generation of supporters. Beyond the trophies and achievements, Keegan will be remembered for the excitement and emotion he brought to football. His influence extended beyond the teams he represented, making him a lasting symbol of dedication and passion for the sport. Fans, players, and fellow professionals will continue to honor the legacy of a man who helped shape English football history. Mary-Claire Costello was an American actress whose career reflected dedication, talent, and a deep respect for the art of performance. Rather than chasing fame, she focused on creating believable characters and building a meaningful connection with audiences through her work in television, film, theater, and acting education. Born on February 3, 1936, in Peoria, Illinois, she developed an early interest in storytelling and performance during a time when television was becoming one of the most influential forms of entertainment in America. She later trained with the Actors Studio in New York City, where she learned techniques centered on emotional honesty, realism, and understanding the inner world of a character. This training shaped her approach and helped establish her reputation as a thoughtful and skilled performer. Before becoming widely recognized on screen, Costello gained valuable experience in theater, where she strengthened her acting abilities and developed a natural stage presence. Her breakthrough came with her role as Rosemary Hunter Fordwick on the beloved television series The Waltons, where her warm and sincere performance earned appreciation from viewers. She also appeared in The Fitzpatricks and made guest appearances on popular shows such as Murder, She Wrote and Chicago Hope. In film, she demonstrated her versatility with roles in projects including Let's Scare Jessica to Death, Ordinary People, and Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, proving her ability to handle different styles and genres. Away from acting, Costello dedicated part of her later life to teaching, sharing her knowledge and experience with aspiring performers, including students at Loyola Marymount University. She was married to actor Alan Arbus and maintained a private personal life away from public attention. Mary-Claire Costello passed away in New York City at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy built on professionalism, authenticity, and a lifelong commitment to the craft of acting. Her work continues to be remembered as an example of quiet excellence and artistic dedication. Nick Pope was born in England in 1965 and began his professional journey as a British civil servant, working with the Ministry of Defence. For many years, His career followed a traditional path, focused on government responsibilities and public service. However, his life took a unique turn in 1991 when he was assigned to work on reports involving unidentified flying objects and unusual aerial sightings. This role placed him in a rare position where he had to examine accounts that often raised questions but did not always have clear explanations. Rather than promoting quick conclusions, Pope approached these reports with curiosity, research, and a focus on understanding the available information. After leaving government service, he became a well-known writer, speaker, and media personality. Through books, interviews, and documentaries, he shared his thoughts on unexplained phenomena and encouraged people to discuss these topics with an open yet thoughtful mindset. His balanced approach helped him connect with audiences who were interested in mysteries, while also valuing careful analysis and evidence. Beyond his public image, Nick Pope was known by many as a dedicated professional and a person who brought patience and curiosity to challenging conversations. His work left a lasting impact on discussions surrounding unexplained aerial events and inspired many people to explore questions about science, technology, and the unknown. Whether people agreed with his views or not, he remained recognized for his willingness to investigate unusual subjects while maintaining a calm and considered perspective. Oliver Jones, the celebrated jazz pianist from Montreal, passed away on July 22, 2026, at the age of 91, leaving behind a remarkable legacy in the world of music. Over a career that spanned many decades, Jones became known for his exceptional talent, warm performances, and deep connection to the jazz community. His artistry earned him a respected place in the Canadian Musical Hall of Fame, recognizing his important contribution to the country's cultural landscape. Beyond his skills as a pianist, Jones was admired for the joy and emotion he brought to every performance, connecting with audiences through the timeless language of jazz. He became closely associated with the Montreal International Jazz Festival, one of the world's most recognized celebrations of the genre, where his performances helped highlight the city's strong musical identity. Many remember him as one of the artists who helped strengthen Montreal's reputation as a destination for jazz enthusiasts from around the globe. Throughout his life, Jones shared his passion for music with audiences and younger generations, inspiring countless musicians with his dedication, creativity, and generosity. His career represented more than personal achievement. It reflected the power of jazz to bring people together and celebrate shared experiences. Following his passing, tributes have honored not only his musical accomplishments but also the warmth and humility that defined him as a performer and mentor. Oliver Jones will be remembered as a true ambassador of jazz, whose melodies, spirit, and commitment to music helped shape Montreal's cultural identity and left an unforgettable impression on listeners everywhere. Political cartoonist Pat Oliphant, a widely respected figure in American journalism and satire, passed away on July 13, 2026, at his home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He was 90 years old and died due to health issues related to his age. Over a career that stretched from the 1960s through the 2010s, Oliphant became one of the most recognizable voices in political cartooning, using his artwork to comment on major events, public figures, and issues that shaped the nation. His cartoons appeared in newspapers across the United States, where readers came to know his sharp observations, creative storytelling, and distinctive artistic style. Through his work, Oliphant examined the actions of presidents, politicians, and powerful institutions, often encouraging people to think more deeply about the decisions and events affecting society. He was especially known for his unique caricature-like drawings, which combined humor, creativity, and strong visual expression to communicate complex political ideas in a simple and memorable way. Throughout his long career, Oliphant earned recognition for his ability to capture the personalities and moments of his time through a single image. His work reflected decades of American political history and left a lasting impact on generations of readers, journalists, and artists. He is remembered not only for his talent but also for the important role he played in keeping political discussion engaging, thoughtful, and accessible through the art of cartooning. Actor Patrick Muldoon, known for his memorable roles in popular television and film projects, has passed away at the age of 57. The actor, who became a familiar face during the 1990s, gained widespread recognition for his performances in shows like Melrose Place and Days of Our Lives, where he built a strong connection with audiences and earned a loyal fan following. Reports shared by his sister stated that Muldoon was at his home in Los Angeles when he experienced a medical emergency and was later found unconscious. Emergency responders attempted to help, but he could not be revived. Muldoon's career reflected the changing landscape of entertainment during the 1990s, a period when television dramas and films created some of the era's most recognizable stars. He also appeared in the cult science fiction movie Starship Troopers, alongside Denise Richards, further expanding his presence on the big screen. Throughout his career, Muldoon continued to explore new opportunities in the entertainment industry and remained involved in film projects. One of his later works included the upcoming action movie Dirty Hands, featuring Denise Richards, while he had also been preparing for future productions before his passing. Beyond his acting achievements, colleagues and fans remembered Muldoon for his energy, dedication, and passion for storytelling. His performances left a lasting impression on viewers who followed his journey from television dramas to feature films. Patrick Muldoon's death represents the loss of a recognizable talent whose work helped define an important era in entertainment. His contributions will continue to be remembered by audiences who enjoyed his performances throughout his decades-long career. Actor Randolph Manto, a respected performer best known for his role in the television drama Emergency Up Late Night, passed away on July 9, 2026, at a hospice facility in Ventura, California. Throughout his career, Manto became recognized not only for his work on screen but also for the positive influence he had beyond the entertainment industry. He was one of the notable stars of Emergency Up Late Night, the popular 1970s medical drama that introduced many viewers to the important work of emergency medical technicians and paramedics. The series helped audiences understand the role of emergency responders and highlighted the dedication required in life-saving professions. After gaining fame through the show, Manto continued to support the people who worked in emergency services. He became a life member of the National Association of Emergency Medical Technicians and served as a spokesperson for the International Association of Firefighters, using his public platform to recognize and appreciate the efforts of first responders. His connection to emergency personnel went beyond acting, as he remained committed to honoring the individuals who inspired his television role. Manto's legacy is remembered through both his contributions to television and his longtime support for emergency service workers. His career showed how entertainment could educate, inspire, and bring attention to important issues affecting communities. Through his performances and advocacy, Randolph Manto helped strengthen public appreciation for paramedics, firefighters, and other emergency professionals who dedicate their lives to helping others. Actor Scott Bryce, a familiar face to television audiences for decades, has passed away on July 12, 2026, at the age of 68 after battling esophageal cancer. Known for his talent, dedication, and memorable performances, Bryce built a successful career across daytime television and popular series that earned him recognition from fans and colleagues alike. He became widely known for his role as Craig Montgomery on the long-running soap opera As the World Turns, where he portrayed the character for more than a decade. Bryce was the first of 4 actors to take on the role, making his performance an important part of the character's history and the show's legacy. Beyond his work in daytime drama, Bryce also appeared in a variety of television projects that showcased his range as an actor. He was remembered for roles in shows such as Popular and The Facts of Life, where he brought his own style and presence to every performance. Throughout his career, Bryce was respected for his professionalism and his ability to connect with audiences through both dramatic and lighter roles. Fans and fellow performers are honoring his contributions to television and remembering the impact he made during his many years in the entertainment industry. Scott Bryce leaves behind a body of work that reflects his passion for acting and his lasting place in television history. The journalism world is honoring the life and legacy of Tony Brown, who passed away on June 17, 2026, at his home in Newport News, Virginia, at the age of 93. Brown died from coronary heart disease, leaving behind a remarkable career defined by storytelling, advocacy, and a deep commitment to highlighting important voices and experiences. He was best known as the longtime host of Tony Brown's Journal on PBS, a groundbreaking talk show that examined the Black experience in America and provided a platform for conversations about culture, history, social issues, and community achievements. Through his work, Brown helped bring attention to stories that were often overlooked and created meaningful discussions that reached audiences across the country. His decades in media reflected his dedication to using journalism as a tool for education and connection. Beyond broadcasting, Brown was respected for his service as a United States Army veteran during the 1950s, demonstrating a lifelong commitment to serving others. Over the years, he became a respected figure whose work extended beyond television, as he continued to support and uplift the Black community through his reporting and public presence. Colleagues, viewers, and admirers are remembering him as a journalist who combined professionalism with purpose, leaving an influence that reached far beyond the programs he created. Tony Brown's career stands as an example of how media can inspire understanding, preserve history, and give communities a stronger voice. His contributions will continue to be recognized by future generations who value honest storytelling and the power of journalism to create positive change. Catherine Ribeiro was one of the most distinctive voices in French music, an artist who chose creativity and originality over following popular trends. Born in France on 22 September 1941, she became a major figure in the late 1960s through her powerful performances and unique approach to music. Her style combined experimental folk, poetic expression, and avant-garde influences, creating songs that felt deeply emotional, thought-provoking, and different from anything else of her time. Ribeiro gained recognition through her collaboration with the band Catherine Ribeiro plus Alpes, where she released a series of remarkable albums, including Catherine Ribeiro and Tu bis 1969, No, Tu, 1970, and Pay, 1972. These works showcased her intense vocal presence and the group's innovative sound, attracting listeners who appreciated music that challenged traditional ideas. Throughout her career, Ribeiro remained committed to artistic freedom, continuing to perform and create with the same passion and individuality that defined her early work. Although she was never a mainstream pop star, her influence continued to grow, and her music inspired many artists who admired her fearless creativity. Musicians such as Kim Gordon and Julian Cope recognized the importance of her work, while cultural figures also celebrated her originality and contribution to French music. Catherine Ribeiro's journey remains a powerful example of an artist who stayed true to her vision, leaving behind a legacy built on imagination, emotion, and the courage to explore new artistic paths. Her work continues to be remembered by audiences who value music with depth, honesty, and a strong personal identity. Christine Boisson's life was a journey shaped by creativity, determination, and the challenges that came with living in the public eye. Born on 8 April 1956 in Salon-de-Provence, France, to a French mother and a father from the West Indies, she discovered the world of performance at a young age. She began her career as a model before gaining international attention when director Just Jakin selected her for the film Emmanuelle, where she appeared alongside Sylvia Kristel. Although the role brought her early fame, Boisson wanted to be recognized for more than a single performance, so she dedicated herself to improving her skills through acting training and artistic development. Her love for theater became an important part of her career, and in 1977 she appeared in The Seagull, directed by Bruno Bayon, showing her versatility as a performer. Over the years, she continued to build a respected reputation in French cinema and earned major recognition in 1984 when she received the Prix Romy Schneider for her role in Rue Barbar. Beyond her professional achievements, Boisson's life was marked by personal experiences that influenced her perspective and shaped the person she became. She was open about the difficulties she faced and the emotional challenges that accompanied her journey, showing courage in sharing her story. In her later years, she chose a quieter life away from constant attention. Christine Boisson passed away in Paris at the age of 68 after health complications. She remains remembered as a talented actress whose career reflected passion, strength, and a lasting commitment to her art. Elliot Fetenoys Jr. was an American animator whose creative vision helped transform the world of experimental animation in television and film. Born on October 18, 1942, in Amherst, Massachusetts, Noyes developed a unique artistic style that focused on handmade techniques, especially clay and sand animation. Unlike traditional animation methods, his work had a special texture and warmth that made every frame feel personal and alive. His 1964 animated film Clay or the Origin of Species became one of his most recognized achievements and received an Academy Award nomination, helping bring greater attention to clay animation as an important form of artistic expression. Throughout his career, Noyes created unforgettable visual moments for children's television, including the famous sand pinwheel animations for Wonton Ton, Pinwheel, and the creative sand alphabet sequences featured on Sesame Street. He also collaborated with producer Kit Laybourne on imaginative projects such as Brain Games, and contributed to popular children's programs including Eureka's Castle and Gullah Gullah Island. Beyond children's entertainment, Noyes explored documentary filmmaking by creating animation sequences for projects like Unda Our Skin and The Most Dangerous Man in America. He later co-founded the animation studio Alligator Planet with Ralph Guggenheim, continuing his passion for innovative storytelling. The son of renowned architect Elliot Noyes, he studied at the Putney School before graduating from Harvard University in 1964. Through his creativity, experimentation, and dedication, Elliot Noyes Jr. left a lasting influence on animation and inspired future generations of artists to explore new ways of bringing ideas to life. Elizabeth Francis's life was a beautiful story of strength, kindness, and perseverance that unfolded across more than a century of remarkable change. Born on July 25, 1909, in St. Mary Parish, she faced challenges early in life after losing her mother at a young age. Later, she moved to Houston, where she was raised by her aunt and began building the strong foundation that would guide her through a long and meaningful journey. As a young woman, Elizabeth embraced the responsibilities of motherhood and raised her daughter with love, patience, and determination. Over the years, her family grew, and she became a cherished grandmother and great-grandmother, surrounded by generations who admired and supported her. Beyond her family, Elizabeth also touched many lives through her work at KTRK-TV, where she managed a coffee shop for many years. Her warm personality and friendly nature made her a familiar and appreciated presence among those who knew her. Elizabeth believed that a peaceful lifestyle, caring relationships, faith, and staying connected to her community were important parts of a fulfilling life. Her deep spiritual beliefs and positive outlook helped shape the way she approached each day. In February 2024, after the passing of Edith Ceccarelli, Elizabeth became recognized as the oldest living person in the United States. She passed away peacefully at the age of 115, leaving behind a legacy of love, resilience, and wisdom. Her extraordinary journey continues to inspire people as a reminder of the power of family, faith, and a life lived with purpose. Emi Shinohara, whose birth name was Emiko Shinohara, was born on August 8, 1963, in Fukushima, Japan. She became one of the most cherished voices in anime, bringing heart, emotion, and personality to characters that continue to be loved by fans around the world. Many viewers remember her as Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon, where her performance captured the character's courage, kindness, and loyal spirit. She also voiced the elegant and mysterious Kaho Mizuki in Cardcaptor Sakura and Clear Card, as well as Kushina Uzumaki, Naruto's beloved mother, in Naruto Shippuden. Throughout her long career, Shinohara earned admiration for her ability to add depth and warmth to every role she played. Her voice acting was not only about delivering lines but about making characters feel real and memorable. She remained an important part of the anime industry for many years and was associated with 81 Produce during her career. Shinohara passed away at the age of 61, and details surrounding her passing were not publicly shared. However, fans around the world continue to celebrate the incredible legacy she created through her performances. Outside of her professional life, she shared her journey with her husband, Hiroshi Watari, a respected figure in tokusatsu entertainment. Emi Shinohara's work touched multiple generations, and her unforgettable voice will continue to live on through the characters she helped bring to life. Known around the bodybuilding community as Big Lenny, Lenny Person became a memorable figure whose personality was just as powerful as his physical presence. Over the years, he built a loyal following through his unique character, honest conversations, and the way he openly shared his experiences with fans. His connection with the Del Rey Misfits community and the wider fitness world made him a name that many people recognized and remembered. Big Lenny was different from the typical image of a fitness personality. He was never afraid to be himself, and that authenticity became one of the biggest reasons people connected with him. Through his videos, he brought a mix of humor, passion, motivation, and real-life stories that made viewers feel like they were listening to someone genuine rather than just another online personality. Beyond bodybuilding, many fans admired Lenny for his individuality and his ability to create his own path without worrying about fitting into expectations. His larger-than-life personality, memorable moments, and unique approach to sharing his journey helped him build a special place in internet fitness culture. After his passing at the age of 60, tributes from supporters and members of the fitness community highlighted the impact he had on those who followed his work. While he is no longer here, the memories, videos, and conversations he shared continue to keep his legacy alive. Big Lenny will be remembered as someone who brought authenticity, entertainment, and a one-of-a-kind spirit to the bodybuilding world. Manuel Salvador Ojeda Armenta, born on 4 November 1940, was one of the most respected and memorable figures in Mexican acting. His remarkable journey across film, television, and theater made him an important part of Mexico's entertainment history. Born in La Paz, Baja California Sur, Ojeda discovered his passion for performance at an early age, and later studied acting at the Instituto de Bellas Artes, where he developed the skills that would shape his long and successful career. He began his artistic path on stage, where his powerful presence and dedication quickly earned recognition. In his mid-30s, Ojeda stepped into the world of cinema and soon became a familiar face among Mexican audiences. His talent and versatility opened doors to many opportunities, especially in television, where he became one of the most active performers of his generation. Throughout his career, he appeared in more than 45 television series and became closely associated with the golden period of Mexican telenovelas. Ojeda also reached international audiences through films such as Eagle's Wing, 1979, and Romancing the Stone, 1984, where his performances introduced his talent to viewers beyond Mexico. In his home country, he was admired for portraying important historical characters, including Emiliano Zapata and Porfirio Diaz, showing his ability to bring depth and emotion to every role. After 2005, he gradually reduced his professional activities while remaining a respected name in the industry. Manuel Ojeda passed away after health challenges, leaving behind a remarkable body of work. His contribution to Mexican cinema and television continues to be remembered by fans and future generations of artists. The world of Italian alpine skiing mourned the loss of one of its most promising young athletes, Matilde Lorenzi, whose journey and passion for the sport touched many people. Born on November 15, 2004, in Turin and raised in the mountain community of Valgioia, Matilde grew up surrounded by the beauty of the Alps. From a young age, skiing became a central part of her life, inspiring her to chase her dreams with dedication and determination. Alongside her sister Lucrezia, who also pursued competitive skiing, Matilde trained with commitment and moved with her family to Sestriere, a place that supported their ambitions and helped shape their careers. Over the years, Matilde established herself as a rising star in alpine skiing. Her performances during the 2023-24 season highlighted her incredible potential, as she achieved success in national competitions and represented Italy with pride at international junior events. Her hard work, discipline, and love for skiing made her a respected figure among teammates and fans. Sadly, Matilde's promising career came to an unexpected end during a training session in South Tyrol. Her passing at just 19 years old left the skiing community deeply saddened and brought an outpouring of support from those who admired her talent and spirit. Matilde Lorenzi will be remembered not only for her achievements on the slopes, but also for her passion, determination, and the inspiration she gave to young athletes who dream of following their own paths in sports. Born on April 18, 1973, in Birmingham, Michael Bagot became a familiar and respected face in the world of antiques through his memorable appearances on the BBC series Flog It. With his remarkable knowledge of antique silver, keen attention to detail, and friendly approach, he quickly won the admiration of collectors and viewers across the UK. His ability to share the stories behind historical objects made antiques feel more accessible and interesting to a wider audience. Before becoming known on television, Michael built a strong reputation in the auction world, working with leading institutions such as Christie's and Sotheby's. His passion for antiques developed early in life and grew into a successful career dedicated to preserving and appreciating history through valuable collections and rare items. Michael Bagot passed away in Birmingham, England, at the age of 51. His death was a great loss to the antiques community and to the many people who enjoyed watching him share his expertise on screen. Fans and colleagues remembered him as more than just an antiques expert. They celebrated his humor, honesty, kindness, and genuine enthusiasm for his work. Throughout his career, Michael inspired many people to explore the stories hidden within everyday objects and appreciate the importance of history and craftsmanship. His contribution to the world of antiques, along with his warm and engaging personality, ensured that he would be remembered fondly by audiences and fellow experts alike. Miguel Ángel Gómez Martínez, the renowned Spanish conductor and composer celebrated around the world for his remarkable musical talent, has passed away in Málaga, Spain, at the age of 74. Spanish media reported that he died unexpectedly after being hospitalized, although details about the exact cause of his death were not officially released. Born on September 17, 1949, in Granada, Gómez Martínez grew up in a family where music was a central part of everyday life. His father was a musician in Granada's municipal band, and his mother was a pianist, creating an environment that encouraged his extraordinary passion from an early age. His connection with music appeared almost instantly, and by the age of 5, he was already showing exceptional ability at the Victoria Eugenia Conservatory. Just 2 years later, he amazed audiences by conducting musicians from the podium, beginning a journey that would define his life. As a teenager, his talent continued to flourish, and at only 13, he was teaching piano at the Granada Conservatory. He later continued his education in Madrid and Vienna, where he studied under the respected conductor Hans Swarowski and graduated with outstanding achievements. Over the years, Gómez Martínez became one of Spain's most admired classical music figures, conducting leading orchestras throughout Europe and earning recognition for his discipline, musical memory, and emotional interpretation of complex works. Beyond his technical brilliance, he was remembered for the passion and dedication he brought to every performance. His passing represents a significant loss for the international classical music community, leaving behind a powerful legacy that will continue to inspire musicians and audiences for generations. Mitchell Wiggins was a name that carried respect throughout the basketball world, known for his incredible talent, athletic ability, and passion for the game. Long before he became recognized as the father of NBA star Andrew Wiggins, Mitchell built his own legacy as a skilled scorer and dedicated athlete. Born on September 28, 1959, he developed his basketball career through hard work, determination, and a deep love for competition. His journey through college basketball included stops at Truett McConnell University, Clemson University, and Florida State University, where he showed the skills that made him stand out. During his time at Florida State, Wiggins became one of the team's most impressive players, averaging around 23 points and 9 rebounds per game across 2 seasons. His smooth shooting, quick movement, and ability to make an impact on the court helped him gain attention from professional teams. Wiggins later reached the NBA, playing as a shooting guard and competing at the highest level of basketball. While his professional journey had its share of challenges, he remained committed to the sport and continued to inspire those around him. Beyond statistics and achievements, Mitchell Wiggins was remembered for his character, dedication, and the influence he had on younger generations of players. His connection to basketball extended beyond his own career, creating a lasting impact that continued through his family and the many people who admired his journey. Fans, teammates, and the basketball community continue to remember him as a talented player who gave his heart to the game he loved. Ljubomir Pavlović was one of Slovakia's most admired actors and theater personalities, whose talent and dedication left a lasting mark on the country's cultural landscape. Born on November 7, 1952, in Prašice, he developed a passion for the arts that led him to build an extraordinary career across theater, television, and cinema. Over the years, he became a well-known and respected figure, performing on important Slovak stages, including theaters in Martin and Zvolin, before becoming part of the Slovak National Theatre in Bratislava. His contribution to the arts went beyond acting, as he also took on leadership roles, including serving as director of drama at the Slovak National Theatre. Pavlović was also deeply connected with his hometown, where he served as mayor for one term, reflecting his commitment to community and public life. During his long and successful career, he appeared in more than 150 television productions and over 45 feature films, earning recognition for his memorable performances in projects such as Pazlakone na Betone, Legenda o Litayukom Ciprianovi, Kajinek, and Perinbaba Adwasveti. In addition to acting, he showcased his creative vision as a theater director, leading successful musical productions including Sigani Idudo Neba and Pokrivni Bratia. His outstanding contribution to Slovak culture was honored in 2017 when he received the Literary Fund Award for Lifetime Achievement. Pavlović remains remembered as a gifted artist whose work inspired audiences and enriched Slovak theater and film for generations.